Happy 2010 New York City moms, and welcome to the NewYorkMother.com report. This show is all about kickstarting a new year and a new you. Now, keeping our resolutions past January 30th is a task that most of us cannot accomplish. But today we've got 3 experts who are going to teach us how to resolve how to get a great body, get our finances in order, and have fantastic skin in 2010. Stay tuned. This show is all about you. Oh my God, my skin looks awful. Where did these zits come from? All right, which one do I use? If you're anything like me, Mom, you've got a boatload of lotions and creams and don't know how to use them. Or you do use them and you break out with zits anyways. Well, today, just for you, we have skin expert and skin guru Karuna Chani from KC Makeup here today to talk to us about what we need to resolve to do in order to have the best skin for 2010. Now remember, Karuna has worked with everyone from fashion runway models to top television celebrities. So she's giving her insider tips just for you. Check them out. These are her first 3 tips.
My recommendation for great skin is 3 products in 3 minutes. You have your cleanser, which is foaming or cream cleanser. Foaming for the women who are dry skin, and cream cleanser for women who are normal skin to dry skin. You have your face cream, which you should actually use a tapping motion across the face to get the skin circulation going. And then you also have your eye cream, which is meant to use your ring finger and just tap around the eyes, the orbital area. It's very important to use eye cream because that is the area that actually shows the first signs of aging. Ladies, this is a bra for your head, right over here. This is what you wear when you wash your face. You can get this at any local drugstore. It ranges maybe less than $5. You actually should be wearing this when you wash your face so that you don't get your hair oily, especially if you're going out in the evening. Great skincare does not have to cost a lot of money. You can get great products at your local drugstore. You have products such as Neutrogena right over here. This is your $7.99 range. They have a milk cleanser, a foaming cleanser, they have their face cream, they have an eye cream, they have a full range of line for women from their 20s right into their 70s.
Thanks, Karuna. We're going to check back with you very shortly. But first, we have an exclusive interview with Katie Hill, money editor of the New York Daily News, a recovering shoe addict, and author of a brand new book, Shoe, Jimmy Choo. Now, ladies, you're going to want to kick off your shoes and sit down and read this book cover to cover because I can't tell you how many nuggets of advice Katie shared with us on how to save money, how to resolve to increase your financial security in 2010. Check this out. So, Katie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. Your book is just fantastic. I love reading it cover to cover because, first of all, the covers are so cute. And I'm a huge Jimmy Choo addict. So tell me why you wrote this book.
Well, when I first moved to New York, I'd probably watched one too many episodes of Sex and the City, but I lived it up, and I had a swanky little apartment in Chelsea and stacks of shoes, and I went out to all of these restaurants. And I got this job at Forbes, and I was then promoted to be the financial marketing manager, and it scared me. I'd be in a meeting, and they'd be talking about Roth IRAs, and I'd be like, of course I know what a Roth IRA is. Of course I did not know what a Roth IRA is, and I would run out of the meeting and have to, Google it and look it up. But slowly but surely, I started to learn about personal finance and realize, oh my gosh, I am in debt. I need to get out. And at the same time, I started to notice my girlfriends, spending too much money, having no savings, no retirement plan. And this one girl in particular really got to me. Her name was Lisa. I remember she had this gorgeous Burberry trench coat on. It was so cute. She always had these perfect shoes and her hair was done perfectly. And one day I actually heard her talking to her landlord and she couldn't pay her rent on time. And I was like, oh my gosh, this girl has a $1,000 coat and she cannot pay her rent on time. And then, that's an extreme case. There's other people that just don't have savings or they're in a little debt or things like that. And I just thought, there must be a personal finance book for women like us. But the more I looked, the more I realized there really wasn't. Women who, we like to go out to dinner occasionally or buy new shoes or whatever. A book that spoke to us. So I didn't really find anything. So I tried to do that with Shoe, Jimmy Choo.
Well, Katie, you're a financial editor. How bad did that spending get exactly?
Oh no. It did get pretty bad. I ended up in about $3,000 of credit card debt, and I was looking at it in my closet, and so it did get pretty bad.
Katie is one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met. It's apparent through her writing in her book.
So have you always been a shopper?
Oh yeah, I've loved to shop since I probably could walk, basically.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, my mom is a shopper and I learned to be a shopper from her.
Oh, really?
I was at the mall every Saturday and Sunday when I was, in 16. As soon as I could drive, I was at the mall every chance I got.
And like clothes like this?
Oh yes, red dress, beautiful. And the shoes. Rows and rows of shoes that would just slide my little feet into.
Which one's yours? Which one's your style?
Oh, I love these navy blue little peep toes. Those are so cute. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your rock bottom? What made you decide, the kick in the pants that I've got to get my act together? What was that?
It was really being at Forbes and just having every day, my job was a financial marketing manager. So every day I was confronted with these things and I was just like, oh my gosh, did I really buy that when I should be saving for retirement? And so it was really great to have that experience and just have to learn on my feet, I need to get out of debt.
Speaking about IRAs, the economic crisis our country recently went through had a lot of IRAs down in the dumps. In fact, there are many people who were saving for retirement and are very close to retiring and lost their IRAs, lost their income. Is it really safe to invest knowing what we know today about the economy?
Absolutely. The stock market is cyclical and there will be times when it goes down. But even including this economic depression, it's still an average return of about 8% a year over the long term. So absolutely you should still be saving for retirement. And I know it's tough and you see it dipping, but you just gotta keep going. Slow and steady, you will win this race.
So one of the reasons why I loved your book so much is it felt like my best friend was scolding me with her finger and telling me, you shouldn't be buying that $700 Chanel bag. You can't afford it. That's $5 as a formula. Why did you write it in that tone? Was it to get it across more plainly and more fun?
You can relate to me, I'm hoping, I'm with you. I pass by stores and I go out to dinner and I want the same things that you want. So I wanted to write in a way that you could sort of relate to me. So yeah, that was the hope for this book.
And now, if I remember correctly, you said, speaking about plastic, you said that you put a little Post-it note on your credit cards that says, do I really need this? And you actually do it, huh? You have it.
Yes. I still do this many years later. It's great because it keeps you look.
Do you have your credit card?
Absolutely. I still wrap my credit card in a note. It's literally a Post-it note that just says, do I need this?
With a smiley face.
I do, because I said no. I put no and I put a smiley face after it because I'm like, no, I don't need this because I know I don't need whatever it is.
So as you know, our viewers are all fast-paced, hard-working New York City moms. And being a mom, certain expenses come with the game. It's diapers, it's formula, it's toys, it's schools. Tell us, how can we budget for all these extra expenses that come with raising a family in New York City?
I think you should go online and make yourself a budget because those are things that are necessities. You're going to have to spend on them no matter what. So you need to make yourself a budget so that those other things, those little incidental expenses that you don't really need, you can see how much you can really spend on those other things when you account for all of your necessities and see how much they cost you every month.
At one point in the book, you talk about keeping up with the Joneses. But for moms, it's not so much of keeping up with the Joneses as it is with keeping up with the Joneses' kids. There are a bunch of extracurricular activities out there, everything ranging from mommy and me classes to baby yoga. And these classes are not cheap.
How do we not keep up with the Joneses' kids? Are we depriving our kids?
I don't think you're depriving your kids. In fact, I think you're teaching your kids a really great lesson. If they learn the value of money, like this costs mommy this much money, and you sort of are imparting these financial, nuggets of wisdom on your kids, which I think in the long run is going to be really beneficial to your children. And you know what? Maybe they'll miss out on that little class, but you're not depriving your children. You are a good mom, and love is the most important thing.